morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ludmila Romanova. I have over 9 years experience in business management, budgeting, management report. Also, I have experience in business intelligence, creating data pipelines, and business performance reporting for senior management as a BI developer. And I love to create amazing dashboards. So thanks to Max, we already know how things are going here in Exness regarding the development process in Tableau. And we will continue investigate it, and I will tell you about the network graph that we recently built for our project. So what is a network graph? It's just the dots connected by lines. At the end, I hope at the end of my presentation, you will be familiar with it. Please close your eyes and imagine a place where every employee feels and empowered, where their skills are recognized and their contributions are celebrated. Sounds like a paradise, right? So Exness would like to be such a place to work. That's why Exness survey to identify the popular experts among all employees. They wanted these experts to involve in a decision-making process, empower them to contribute and reward for this contribution. The target audience of this survey are all employees of the company. Colleagues across the globe were asked to flex that who represent all the following criteria. More details about this survey you could read from our articles. An article written by Alexander Nizhelsky explains about the survey process and how determined employee contributions. My articles explains how to prepare data, how to build an insightful dashboard, and how to evaluate survey results. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to my colleague Alexander Nizhelsky for his collaboration in this project. And you could apply to him directly if you have any questions about the survey or the PageRank algorithm that I will tell you about. What I will tell you later. So we are going to build a dashboard like this, and I will quickly explain you how to read it. Here, the circles are our experts that were chosen by our employees. The size of circle is weight calculated by PageRank algorithm, and the sum of all weights is equal to 100% of all employees participated in this survey. The color of circle indicates job level of employee, manager or non-manager. Line between dots or circles is a voice from employee to expert, and line color is a division. So totally at this dashboard we have 100 experts, top 100 experts by weight. It's our circles. We have about 900 employees. Employees who not in top 100 expert list is a small invisible dots, because initial request from business was to visualize just top 100 employees. And we have also 2,000 lines that connected all dots and circles. What do we need to build this dashboard? First, we need to rank every employee using PageRank algorithm. PageRank is an algorithm used by Google Search to rank web pages in their search engine results. The idea of algorithm of PageRank works by counting the number and quality of links to an expert to determine a rough estimate of how important the expert is. We use the Python Network X library to find these weights for every employee because Python provides more flexibility. Second thing that we need is to assign coordinates to every employee. We use the Gephi, an open source software that creates a wide variety of network graphs, and we could get these coordinates quickly. We choose Force Atlas tool layout that uses a physics simulation to place nodes in a way that minimizes edge crossings and maximizes node edge distances. But you could use both these tools and Python or Gephi to calculate weights and to get coordinates. More details how to use it you could find in our above mentioned articles. So finally, we have two data sets. The first data set contains employee, its coordinates, X and Y coordinates, and weight. The second data set contains survey results. Source name is employee who voted, and target name employee for whom voted. The direction column, we have source and target. We need this to draw lines in Tableau. So these two data sets joined in Tableau using an employee field from both data sets. But you may ask, why do we need Tableau for this? We could build a network graph in Gephi or in Python. Yeah, but we need a Tableau because Tableau could provide us a tool that in using which we could quickly create a dashboard, not only one graph, but a dashboard, insightful, interactive, and beautiful dashboard. Now we will quickly create this graph in Tableau. First, we need to put X and Y coordinates on the columns and row shelves and add into details our employees. We will make an entire view to make it bigger. Then we need to create a path calculation. A path calculation is just a simple concatenation of the source name, employee who voted for expert, and the target name, employee for whom voted. This will create necessary lines between the dots. So we will put also this into details, change your graph to lines, make location as path, make it lines a little bit thinner, and color. We'll color with by division, and also we need to add dots. We will make dual axis using X coordinates. And we will change it to circles. And we will make them bigger. Return opacity and change color. So that's it, actually. Sorry. And we need to put weight into the size of our employees. So we could see which employee have the biggest weight. So applying some formatting further and adding some additional information like region, job level, position, or length of service of this employee, we could get a lot of insights from this dashboard. For example, if we will choose one location, we could see all employees from this location, how they spread their knowledge, and who is the most popular expert in this region. We could filter also here to see the list with the weights, the list of experts with their weights. If we will choose, for example, one division, we can also see how this expert shared its knowledge among other employees and how employees are connected. Also, for example, we could define these non-managers, it's simple employees, and take some decisions about promotions, trainings, and some similar things. One more insight that we could have from this dashboard is to see who voted for this particular expert. So, for example, for Joseph Harris, by the way, these all are fake names. So please do not try to find some familiar persons here. So we could see who voted for this expert. For example, we see that for this expert voted 11 managers and 6 non-managers. 4 experts from back office, 3 from client development, etc., etc. As you may see, a network graph is a very useful tool for some business cases, but it's not only for for our case. There are some other business cases for network graph. For example, fraud detection. By identifying patterns and anomalies in financial transactions or customer behaviors or communication networks, we can detect potential fraudulent activities and take preventive measures. We could use network graphs for customer segmentation. And by analyzing connections between customers based on shared interests, purchasing behaviors, or social interactions to target them with personalized marketing and product suggestions. Also, we could use network graphs for supply chain optimization to analyze complex supply chains, identifying bottlenecks, dependencies, and opportunities for optimization. So, hope you find some useful information about network graphs, and thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you very much, Luda. It was very, very interesting. Questions from the audience?
Cheers. So basically my question would be the same one, which I asked you previously, but today we have Alex, so I can address to him my question. So from my point of view, this algorithm values each vote similarly, right? But if we think about the nature of this survey, actually the farther the employee who voted for another employee is to him, the more value his vote should have, like the more weight his vote should have. Also, for example, if our CEO voted for some employee, this vote should also have a higher weight. Is there a variation of this algorithm?
I need the same microphone to ask you back. Which exact situation do you imply? Like, if we ask our CEO and he's get more weight, am I understand right?
Yeah, so that's the second case. So the CEO or the C-level managers have more weight in their votes. And the second scenario is, for example, I'm from marketing and you're from data office. And if I vote for you, not for a marketing guy, but for a data office guy, that gives you more weight.
No, that's not actually give me more weight. Actually, we have not mentioned org structure in that case. So it doesn't matter which division you work and I work when I choose. The only matter is amount of employees who voted and their all mass of votes. That's how PageRank works. Could you please show us a slide? For example, in C case, it's only one single incoming vote and it still got more weight than F, for example.
That's the question. Should one vote have weight? If I vote for you as my colleague, that's easy for me to know you.
I see. You mean, should it be like that or shouldn't? So, yeah, we can. Actually, PageRank have special parameter for responsible for how much weight every dot translate to a man who has been voted by that. And we get several examples to the best fitted with our main idea of that project, You would better read the full text of our articles to understand it completely, but it was a very interesting question.
Yeah, thank you. I would love to see the results of the altered algorithm with the weights.
You can use it. I will add code example. Unfortunately, I hadn't added to article before. I do it next day, I hope. Sophia, okay. We got a trouble with publication, but it has, we've got several examples for you to check all that stuff if you wish.
Right, cheers, thank you.
It's too long to answer, sorry.
Can you please give an example when that dashboard led to some action or decision?
For example, we could define who is the most popular experts. We defined already top 100 experts, and then they will be involved in decision-making process, and they will be empowered to contribute into some decisions, business decisions, and then they be awarded accordingly.
My question actually is more generic, I suppose. I want to know, and it would be much appreciated, how you end up with this visualization actually. Is it a travel you do with your colleagues, discussions, this kind of stuff? Do you have a clear indication at the beginning of the project that you end up with this visualization?
Actually, our survey was aimed to show connections between people. So the main decision was, and the most simplest way, it was to use network graph to show connections between people. So that's why we use it. And we used Tableau because we need to build an interactive dashboard to drill down, to dive deeper into divisions, locations, etc.